Good morning, you guys. You know what it is. Coffee time. Ferrari or Lamborghini? I'm gonna go with Lamborghini today. I'm gonna go with the yellow mug because of the Murcielago. Let's do this. Let's see if I get the pressure on point. If you've ever seen any of our Instagram stories, it's always a battle between Dave and me and a bunch of our friends. So the goal is to get it right in the center. It's not bad. It's a little off. I'm a little off. Need a little more pressure. No, didn't make it. Dave, can you do better? Look at this. Look at this beautiful blue sky. Got the cars here. We've got, so we're gonna do a little workout, wifey and I. I should turn the lights on. We just got a sound bar installed, so I wonder how it's gonna sound. I'll have to play like one of Composer's songs so I don't get a copyright strike in this video.
Wall.
Yeah.
But then you'd see
So
the cord.
nice.
So this is just.
Well, that's
so
cool.
if you pull
Looks
it,
good.
I don't want to pull it, but if you.
Oh crap, I didn't even know it was on a movable
I
frame.
can keep going, right?
Yeah?
I'm not gonna break it.
No, I don't think so. Oh, it sounds good. Hey? That's awesome. Then we got the speakers up in the ceiling. Got 4 of them. Over here, and then over here, and over here. And then when we really want to rock out in the summer, not that we even have them on right now, we actually have a speaker up in either side of the garage doors. Oh.
He's
Poop.
outside and he goes right there.
He always poops in the garage. As soon as the camera goes off, I totally whip out. Oh. He's a. Oh.
He's not so good at drifting.
Look at him go, look at him go. Right across the pool cover. He loves it. It's like a dog trampoline. So it's like Presley's official birthday party today. I'm just cleaning up chalk. I drew them a little start line right here. And then I drew a little finish line over here so they could use these pullback supercars and have a little race. And I said, you know, we have a whole bunch of cars, as you can see here, look. Whole basket full. And I said, you know, pick a car, right? So we had one kid picked the Huracan Super Trofeo. Another one got the Sesto Elemento. One picked the Apollo. Another one got the Ford GT. And well, there's always one, right? There's always one that picks the cop car. So anyhow, it was a lot of fun. They were pulling the cars back and racing them over to the finish line. Having birthday parties, you don't realize when you're a kid, you're like, oh, this is just tons of fun. You just run around, you scream, you do whatever you want, you leave stuff everywhere. But as an adult, chasing the kids around, it's just like attention span. 5 minutes on this, 5 minutes on something else, 5 minutes running around the yard, 5 minutes playing hide and go seek downstairs. They sat for 2 minutes to eat pizza. I think we're gonna give them the cupcakes at the very end because any more sugar, I could be able to keep up with them. What are you doing, goofball? Oh my gosh. What up, guys? It is now the evening. Skip a whole bunch of today, but that's because we have guests over. We have my in-laws are over. Yeah, Tasha's mom. So we're having some fun with them. Obviously, they're also visiting because it's Presley's birthday and stuff like that. So I haven't been filming anything, but now I'm free and I wanted to show you guys something. The backpack I was going to give away and all that other old DD stuff. I had a whole bunch of DD stuff hiding over here somewhere. So I'm going to give this away. We'll do another giveaway. I will come up with something. So not this video, but the next video I will state.
I'm going to pick.
You're gonna pick the winner?
Yes.
Okay. Presley's going to pick the winner. So can you hold on to this? It's a Recaro backpack with the Saybelt harnesses, which is what I had in my 458 back in the day. And then I put that crest on.
Peeing!
Okay. Wow.
The dog.
The
This
dog.
is real life, you guys.
This is real life. The dog peed right there. I can't even point at it.
Yeah.
What was this thing?
This is
Did you
just
open it?
for
I just want to see what it
no,
was.
There's nothing in it.
Oh, there was
It's for
nothing
the
in there. That's
cleaning.
right. That was the other thing.
Everything else you haven't gone through. Yeah.
Okay, where's the container? Is this the container? This container? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the container out and go through a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna come up with a bunch of items to give away. But the first one is right here. Presley's giving us a
Not
thumbs up.
Presley. We're gonna keep her.
No.
It's just the backpack.
Just the back.
No.
We'll keep you.
We'll keep
for
you.
now.
You're so cute.
For now.
You're so cute. Hey?
Just
Oh,
kidding.
and also we also have these.
Yeah, those were cool. Those were old school. Hey?
And
Lanyards.
can also
Clip it onto stuff.
clip on your dad's nose.
No. You goofball. Speaking of giveaway stuff, I've been dragging this around from house to house several times moving over the years. It's right here. This is the original Vorstein. Oh, I totally knocked that over. Wifey's gonna kill me. This is the original Vorsteiner carbon wing from the Tire Slayer, the Huracan, that was hit by the ski box and split in half. And electricians taped this up in the middle of the desert in Nevada, and I just don't need it. And if one of you guys would want it, let me know in the comments. I will be glad to pick a winner, and we'll box this up and ship it to you, because I'm not doing anything with it. It is a very iconic memory from a very fun video on a very fun drive. And it's cool because you can own this and literally have the video to go with it, which has, I think, a lot of views, quite a few views, because that was the video I titled, Top Speed Ski Box Run Disaster or something like that. We got the wing, we got the backpack, and I had one other good idea, but I gotta find it first. This is the problem with having all the stuff between here and another garage. I'll find it, guys. I'll find it, but stick with me. I also have a fun story to tell you next. Kind of windy out tonight. I'm gonna take you guys to the garage, and I want to tell you guys this crazy story about when I was just a teenager. I was probably like, what would I have been, 19, and I used my mom's car, and I actually got into a really bad accident. I was fortunate I didn't get hurt or anybody else severely. There we go. Anyhow, I got these photos from like back in the day. Like, this is when you had to take photos on a camera and go and get them developed. Anyhow, I want to show you guys this. And I brought my radios because I need to charge them after we use them. We take them on trips all the time. And I got my charger for the Aperta. We got these so we always use radios when we travel and drive in groups. It's much more convenient. Charge these back up. There we go. I think. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is me doing a catwalk on my second motorcycle, an RC51. I was really big into bikes in my early 20s. This was my second bike. I had two RC51s with that Kropovich titanium exhaust. I love this bike, Honda, twin engine. Used to do wheelies everywhere. I did one wheelie going from first to second to third to fourth to fifth to sixth, and brought the wheel down at 200 kilometers an hour and high speed wobbled and crashed. Now, luckily for me, I always wore like a full leather race suit helmet. I slid down the highway. No one got hurt. I was majorly bruised ego, but I wasn't actually all that hurt. I was very lucky. Now, this one is a little more severe. Now, when you push the limits in vehicles, you're gonna pay the price eventually. You will eventually pay the price, I promise you. But if you do it in a calculated way where you're not doing it in hopefully a super public setting with a lot of people around, then if you go down, hopefully only you are gonna go down. You're not gonna take anybody with you. So I'm gonna explain this stack of photos right here. Okay, the car was totaled, and I'm gonna show you some pictures of the car. It's a Honda Prelude. It was my mom's car. My mom was such a sweet lady. She would do so much for me and my sister. She let me take this car whenever I wanted. It wasn't really my car, it was my mom's car. And at the time, this Honda Prelude was worth about $30,000 Canadian dollars. Now, this is the tow truck pulling the car out of the ravine, and it looks fairly intact, but it is really trashed on the other side. I'm gonna show you a picture here so you can see it here. It's getting pulled out. They basically stuck a chain on it to pull it out. This is where you can see half the trunk basically missing in the back. That's the corner that hit probably 4 of the 6 trees. Totally crushed it in. And you can see the chain there. Here's another photo. And again, these are real pictures. Like, you had to go and get these developed back then. There were no fancy cell phone cameras. Doesn't look like much of a car, does it, anymore? And I'll tell you, I'm super grateful that I didn't hurt anybody. You can see they just basically stuck the chain right onto the rear axle there and just dragged that thing out of there. And the worst part was, my mom didn't claim insurance on this. She really thought, we all thought I was gonna get in a lot of trouble. I already had not the greatest driving record as far as having some speeding tickets and stuff. I had an accident when I was younger in my truck. My young driving was really not good. I mean, I love cars. I just always wanted to go fast, and I didn't know how to control them. And I learned the hard way. You know, a lot of people compliment me on my driving today and say I have all these skills, you know, my car control, and I'm not gonna lie, like, it came at a price. What you see and what I can do today came from driving other cars my whole life, and learning and making mistakes to learn. And don't do this on public streets. My disclaimer is, I was stupid. I learned my lesson. I'm lucky I didn't hurt anybody. Don't do this on public streets. And if you do anything on a public road, go out in the middle of nowhere and have spotters and make sure there's no other traffic. But go to a racetrack. You know, go the ideal places if you can go to a racetrack. They're designed for crashing in a lot of ways to keep you safe. But like, look at this thing. It is crumpled and mirrors are smashed. Devastating, you know? I owe my mom a car, by the way. My mom moved to Switzerland because my grandfather passed away and she had to go back and help with the family business. And we thought she'd only be gone for a couple of years, and 2 years turned into 4, and she's like, oh, I'm just gonna stay for another couple of years, and another couple of years. And my mom just never came back. She came back to visit, but she didn't live here anymore in Canada. She went back to take care of the family business and do some things there, and she found a really good job, and she's doing great there, and I'm happy she's happy there and doing things. As soon as COVID's over, my mom will be back to visit, and I owe her either $30,000 by the looks of it nowadays, because I don't think she's coming back. I was gonna surprise her with a car to replace this. I was gonna buy her dream car, which at the time was a Mercedes SLK, those cute little 2-seater convertibles. But she never came back to live here anyhow. So I think it's about time. I can easily afford to pay her back. I need to write her a check for about $30,000 plus interest, right? Anyhow, this is tough to look at. I had someone in that car with me that is a special person that, you know, to this day is a very important person, and I'm lucky I didn't hurt them. So be careful when you guys are behind the wheel. We're not invincible, and I don't always believe in luck, except for in these situations. You know, I say you create your own luck, but I mean, in this situation, I was fucking lucky. And it's crazy because now I drive these things, right? I drive these high horsepower supercars, and I've even had my accidents, little boo-boos in these things, you know, little and big boo-boos in these things. And every time something happens, I sit back and I reflect and I think how lucky I am, and what did I do that I really need to make sure I don't do again. Life is about learning from your mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes, okay, you guys? We all make mistakes, but you need to learn from them. The idea is not to make the same mistake twice, and definitely not make it a third time, all right? You're gonna say goodnight to the girls. That's it for my portion of stories this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed that little, you know, honest story about my bad driving, and I've had a lot of mistakes and I learned from them. And yeah, you know, sometimes I feel people put myself and Dave on a bit of a pedestal because of what we do. And like I said, like we're not perfect. We're human, and you know, we don't need to be put on a pedestal. I appreciate all the love and support, but I am human. And that's it. I think that's all I got to say. Good night for the cars. Be safe out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I love coffee. If I had to give up one thing, it would not be coffee. People usually say, I'll give up booze or coffee. Well, I don't drink that much, but I drink a lot of coffee. So I would definitely say I give up alcohol before I give up coffee. Shout out to anybody who is a single parent. So last video, someone asked me, actually a few people were like, is Dave a single dad? Yes, I am. I've got a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old. And obviously, as you know, we travel quite a bit. I'm usually home lately, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, somewhere in there. And I have my kids, and then we go back to work, and it's nonstop, and it's hard. So I can appreciate people who do this full time as a single parent. It's a lot of work, and this morning is no exception. We've got ballet in 15 minutes, so I have to hurry. We have soccer, then we're going rock climbing, and then just everything else. That's just today, and tomorrow we'll have more activities. So there really is no break, and it's hard to keep up. So yeah, shout out to single parents and parents in general. If you don't have kids, you have no idea. Now, obviously the Squadra Corsa is not the most appropriate family car for a few reasons. Well, with no back seats, and it has 800 horsepower. So the Bentley is actually the ultimate family car. Is it actually really? Probably not. I mean, look at the interior. You want to have your child's dirty fingers all over that? My kids don't eat in the car. I don't let them. And they're actually, luckily for me, pretty clean. I'm probably the dirty one, but so far so good, and the leather is wipeable, so I do have, so I am a bit paranoid, obviously, because I love this car. I bought this seat cover, protective part of me off Amazon that actually matches somewhat the seats with the diamond stitching to protect the leather from that. And then Cammy does sometimes kick her feet on here, but it's not too dirty here. I have obviously a garage where there's not mud. And this is the Dadmobile. And by the way, I'm in love with these wheels. These 22-inch pure wheels that Ray made for the original owner of this car. Sorry, but I have to say it, they are one of one just for this model. But with steel brakes, look how dirty they get. Like that's literally just from driving, I don't know, 50 miles. So we'll have to go to the car wash today. It's hard to justify when it's always raining because it always looks dirty. But the Bentley looks so good clean that I literally washed this thing. I said, you guys, every time I say literally, take a shot. I'm gonna delete literally from my vocabulary today. It's gonna be hard. I need to get a shot collar. Okay. Don't say literally. I wash this car every 3 or 4 days. And I want to keep it clean because it makes me happy when it's clean. But it makes me sad when it's dirty. Like, look how sad that is. It is actually filthy. So, anyways, let's go get Camly. Let's go to we have ballet. Ballet time. And now I'm late because I'm rambling. Where are we going right now?
Ballet.
And what are we going to do at ballet? You gonna dance?
Yes.
Okay, you need to go brush your teeth, please. Okay, get in the car, please. Can you climb in? Climb in.
I don't.
Come on, ballerina. When you're a parent, everything takes ×5. Hi. Okay, get in your seat. We have to go. We're gonna be late. Ballet starts in 11 minutes and it's a 15-minute drive. But luckily, we have 750 foot-pounds of torque. Thanks to Bob Bishop. Nope. What? Time to go. Oh, it's wide angle time. Well, guys, I was planning on washing the Bentley today because, as I mentioned earlier, black cars stress me out so much because they look so good, clean, and so horrific when they're dirty. but I see storm clouds, so that's gonna change the plans a little bit because we were gonna go to, I don't wanna say the P-A-R-K word, but we had some plans, some outdoor activities, and now it's gonna be indoor activities. Or we could man up and go outside, but I'm the one that would complain. My kids could care less. It might be a movie day, and I want to hear from you guys. I've always been a huge movie person. Like, I was grown up watching movies back when there was Blockbuster Video, and they had 5 movies, $5, 5 days, or whatever order that was, and I would rent all the movies, and I've literally seen everything. It basically was my childhood, was watching movies. Yeah, it just really resonates with me as far as the whole storytelling aspects and things that I enjoy and my strange sense of humor. So comment below. I want to know, what's your favorite movie? And I'll tell you mine momentarily. All right, rainy day. We're making a cake. We got some Rainbow Bit Super Moist. Some creamy vanilla, French vanilla Betty Crocker, Canada's #1 frosting brand. That's important. Oh, we got this fancy thing. Brooklyn, how much did you spend on this? Twinkle Baker Decor. So we've got all these things that hurt your teeth. If you have cavities, those hurt. If you have a loose filling, those hurt. If you have crowns, those pop them off. Especially those little, what do you call those things? Jawbreakers? What do you call those little things? Okay, let's make a cake. Time for the pour. So we're making one for the little children.
Okay.
So obviously there's an extra one. That's for my girlfriend's son, Beckham. He is just turning 3, same age as Kenley. So they're gonna decorate cakes together.
Oh, they're decorating them?
I don't know. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
You don't trust a 2 and 3-year-old to do it?
No.
What's the worst that could happen?
A lot of things.
Describe it to me. A mess?
Well, yeah, basically that.
And they probably wouldn't wash their hands very good, would they?
They wouldn't wash their hands.
I didn't wash my hands. I mixed this by hand.
No.
Yeah. See, watch.
Please don't.
What? Want to put this in your cake?
No.
And you've got 3 cakes. Ready to go. Well, they'll cool down for a bit. That one's mine. I'm going to eat that one. And then for dessert, I'll have this one. And then the kids can share this one. How does that sound, Brooklyn?
No.
And we are currently icing cake 1 of 2. Check this out. This is a Christmas present I got Brooklyn. I can ice it this way. Spin it. Wiki, 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 wiki. What's the glue for?
Flour?
Oh, you're making a flower with that thing?
Yeah.
That's fancy. I need to clean up my kitchen because there's like crap everywhere. It's driving me crazy. Oh my god, these children.
Maybe don't leave it out.
I didn't leave it out. You left it out. Okay, you finish that. I'm gonna go lie on the couch. Well, the mess over there too. I'm gonna clean that up. Well, that looks good. We got like 1 cake over here. We have Kenley's.
Well, Daddy, keep me safe. I don't have to do it.
Thanks, Kenley. Trying to get some work done here. Oh my goodness. Well, while Kenley destroys her little cake, Kenley, that's all the cake, okay? We have some more tomorrow, okay? Because that's a lot you already ate. So have the rest tomorrow, okay?
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, Daddy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I need to get my kids off to bed.
Hello, Dada.
Hi, honey. Thanks for that wonderful clean hand and the clean lips. It's a parent thing. You get it if you have kids. I need to end this.
So, Dada.
Pardon me?
So.
Not right now. Daddy's talking to the phone right now, okay?
Okay.
You've had lots of fun today, and it's time to just go wash your hands, get ready for bed. I have to get to the bedtime routine, which is not a quick process sometimes. It involves bath, negotiations, put them to bed. They don't want to go to bed. They fight you on it. More negotiations. I lie down with her. I usually end up falling asleep because I'm so tired. And that's why if you try to get a hold of me or my friend and you're like, when Dave has his kids, he doesn't reply to messages after 7 o'clock. I'm usually lying in bed with her falling asleep. And I wake up at 1 confused and awake till 4. That's this horrible routine. Anyways, earlier I mentioned movies and asked you guys what your favorite movie was. And I'm actually generally curious and I'll reply to some of the comments probably between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. I'll give you a recommendation of a really good movie I like. Now, I don't like the typical CGI Hollywood movies. Like, I can't watch any Marvel movies, any of the big whatever, I don't know what they're called. Like all the CGI, it bores me to death. It's like watching a video game. I like more Guy Ritchie movies, Quentin Tarantino, not all of them. Like, I think sometimes the issue is people say they like them because it's trendy to like them, but I didn't like Kill Bill. Loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So my recommendation for you guys is Wind River, starring Jeremy Renner. It's really well written script. It's not a major blockbuster. It is not boring, so don't worry, there's lots of crazy action elements to it. But just really a really well-rounded movie that I've enjoyed and I've watched probably 10 times. Probably the best movie of the decade, the last decade anyway. So check it out. If you've already seen it, comment below, let me know your thoughts on the movie. And that's it, you guys. I got a lot of work ahead of me. Literally work and then kid work. So I will see you guys tomorrow for another one. Thanks for watching this episode of Daily Driven Exotic Stories. I think we need a longer name.